We begin with what is happening between the Labour Cabinet Secretary Kazungu Kambi and COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli. While the Labour Cabinet Secretary Kazungu Kambi has removed COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli and Federation of Kenya Employers CEO Jacqueline Mugo from the Board of Trustees of the National Social Security Fund, or NSSF if you like. Now, Kambi said the two trustees had served for more than 2 terms and it was time to inject fresh blood. But in an immediate rejoinder, the COTU Secretary General says Kambi has no powers to retire either of them. As KTN's associate editor Noah Otieno now reports, the fresh war between Kambi and Atwoli might boil down to who has the right interpretation of the NSSF Act 2013.
I have retired from the Board of Trustees, Mr. Francis Atwoli and Mrs. Jacqueline Mugo, who have served in the board for 15 years and 11 years respectively.
This statement from the Labour Cabinet Secretary Kazungu Kambi appeared to be the culmination of weeks of wrangling between Kambi and the COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli, two men who have hardly seen eye to eye since the Labour Cabinet Secretary's appointment last year. As expected, the COTU boss could not take it lying down.
Has no any slightest authority whatsoever under any known law of the land to retire me or to retire the representative of the Federation of Kenya Employers.
Kambi maintains that he has acted within the law in line with the new NSSF Act 2013 to retire Atwoli and the F.K.E. CEO Jacqueline Mugo. Kambi quotes the part of the Act which states that no board member can serve for more than 2 terms of 3 years each. Atwoli maintains this is just a scheme to throw him out for selfish interests.
Maneno ya ofisadi hatutayokubali, na ile ilikuwa NSSF ni ile NSSF ya zamani. NSSF ya leo ni NSSF mpya.
You can't have a broker as a chairman of the board. That is an appointee of the government. Those are the things you start with. You cannot reform independent bodies that sit on the board you say you are reforming. We are from a free and independent constituencies that Kambi Kazungu has no control over.
Kambi and Atwoli have clashed severally, including when they disagreed on the implementation of the 5 billion shilling Tasia 2 settlement scheme and later over the registration of rival trade union Pusetu Kenya, which Atwoli claimed was being used to fight him. But Atwoli now alleges there is another scam of 1.7 billion shillings that he claims has found its way into the pockets of shady individuals since January this year.
Anybody who is supporting what Honorable Cabinet Secretary for Labor is doing, anybody who is supporting that, I doubt him. I doubt him. I doubt him.
I might have some few differences with the Atwoli, but that is normal. In fact, it's healthy.
Atwoli now maintains it's only the president who can cool the heat and solve the differences.
I have another 6 years under this, because now I'm deemed to have been appointed afresh.
On Sunday, COTU now plans to meet all its affiliate unions in order to deliberate on the matter. Now, KTN Friday Briefing.